or Fast-X onto whatever webbing you got. This is the glasses system. Now this is separate. This is if it's prescription. This costs you a whole extra $24 to get this. $24 more and you get your glasses carrier. So this is your total solution for sunglasses and eyeglasses. I have the yellow lenses on, which we'll discuss momentarily, but carried with you for the bright sunny days, you've got extra polarized shields, ship with, no extra cost. And as well, when you're working in the computer at night, you've got the clear see-through so you can get around inside your own house. Okay, now, your default lens in any optics wear should be yellow. If you have a set of glasses and you have a chance of whether or not to put a yellow tint on these, you should have a yellow tint. The reason for this is as follows. Multinational corporations have spent, I'm not kidding here, billions of dollars to design advertising which operates on your optic nerve in your mind, okay? It basically takes the images that you see, the color coding and everything, and has to keep your attention. They refined it to a science of advertising, communicating the message to you to get the mind share. One of the ways that you can hack anything, you've got to be able to talk to it. Now, one of the weapons you have to work like a firewall of getting their advertising into your brain is you change the color spectrum. You do a color shift of the color spectrum. You still see everything, but the colors are slightly off. Therefore, their billions of dollars of advertising is defeated by a $35 pair of glasses. Now, this comes with the neck strap as well, by the way. That's all right out of the bag. Now, this unit here, everything is still green. I have a sharper, crisper detail, and especially on cloudy days and at night, it brings things up. You're thinking, well, you're going to be blind. No, because the light reduction is only 3%. I probably have the same light reduction as going through these glasses. So it's an amazing method of doing this. Now, if you combine this at later times, we'll be getting into personal music displays, okay, like how you want to isolate yourself so that you're not completely bombarded by mind control. You combine this with the headphones and your headset of your music of choice, you're immune to advertising. People say, oh, you're crazy. Yeah, perhaps, but I'm not wrong. So when you switch to a yellow shift lens, it makes a statement about you as a person, I think, walking around with yellow lenses. I think it says that you're someone who makes his choices, you know? He makes his own choices. You walk around with something like that, well, not really, Sean, now they're all just doing what you say and stuff. No. If you walk around with these for a couple of days, you'll see what I mean. Before you buy them, go rent a movie, go acquire a film, They Live. Yeah, check that out. Anyway, okay, moving into the bag itself, okay, at the top of the bag, you have a mounting here. This is where you mount your musical device, okay? It should have a belt clip. It's got two smallers here, but this is where the musical device would go. But I don't know enough about electronics to recommend anything right now, so I'm not recommending anything right now. If I don't have an informed decision, I'm not going to pass that on to you. I'm not going to make some shit up. When you're out in the wilderness, I mean not indoors, it will rain, elements will affect you. You should always carry a hat. Boonie hats are the best kind of hat in the world. Period. End of statement. That is it. A boonie hat, you can run wire around the fringe, so that'll help you in the rainy season, but in the summer months, I like to keep the hat floppy, provides shade, and when you have this hat, you get complete coverage. If it did start to rain, you'd be surprised the difference it is to stand in the rain with a boonie hat on. It feels like you're under an umbrella. Outstanding hats, very cheap, $7. Fold up nice and small, just throw it inside this main compartment here, which runs down the whole inside of the bag. In it goes. Do it up, that's it. Moving up into here, I keep my hands-free system in here for my phone, okay? Moving across the top, up here, we've got a side pouch. You put whatever you like in here, pens on either side. I don't like keeping pens on the outside, so what I do is I keep my herbs, the doctor, Chinese guy gave me. I keep them in there, and I have to take that 4 times a day for these stupid herbs. Anyway, then we got on the side here, this is actually a pistol mag, which I took a grenade pin and ran a grenade pin through there. It does not come with this pin on it. You could use a key ring pin, whatever. You hook your finger in there, bang, up she comes. Keep your cell phone in there. Now, moving on to the inside here, immediately you'll get at your wallet. Wallet is an essential piece of gear because we are living in a time now where everyone has papers, and if you don't have your papers with you, you're subject to immediate imprisonment and eventually death. So it's very, very important that you keep your papers. I went with a company called Spec Ops. They make a wallet called the THE wallet. What this THE wallet, the wallet is it's designed for field use for people who go do a lot of traveling overseas. You got a lot of space in there for your items. Comes with these 2 divots, and they're patented shark bite enclosure, which what that does is I just ran some paracord through it. So if you're ever in a really bad situation where you got to show your ID cards before you scan into high school, you just put it all right in there and you'll be able to get through the paperwork no problem. As well, this wears a little bit over time, so you can't get in crap for hiding your photograph, your photo ID. I'm wearing it around my neck, yeah, but you can't see it. You see what I mean? A little bit of bait and switch there. You can throw a grenade pin through this one here, or you can attach a watch here, like a one-sided watch if you want to be able to look down and see it if you wear it around your neck a lot. It's not really popular out in society, though. They get a little bit freaked out when people start walking around with the neck ID tags. That hasn't come out yet, but you'll be seeing that soon in high schools and whatnot if they're not already doing it. You've got, driver's license, all the rest of it. Now, a few of the neat features in this wallet is that on this top pocket here, no, it's right here, they have a passport case right here. This whole thing is designed to take a North American passport. So you can keep your passport with you at all times, which means at any moment you have to drop and run, at least you've got your essentials bag, and you've got an extended size wallet case for European bills, and a secret compartment here for other documents and papers. Outstanding wallet. Very, very pleased. All heavy Cordura. I've had mine for about 6 months worth of wear. I believe this is the best wallet available in the world today. Moving into the rest of the bag. If you don't want to keep it there, keep it long enough, go around your neck, wraps around once, works like a grenade pin, throw it in your bag. The Spec Ops wallet sits perfect perfectly in this pouch. I've got this bag pretty full. Moving into the inside pocket, this is a soap dish. Inside the soap dish I have coffee beans. This way you've always got a quick way to suppress your appetite so you're not subjected to the foods and toxins they're putting in your food every day. You should always pack your own food. Do not buy food anywhere else unless you're absolutely sure where it comes from. Also in here, spare set of glasses. These are Canadian Forces gas mask glasses, so in case anything were to go wrong, I've got an extra set prescription. You can buy these at most Army surplus stores. You can get custom ground lenses for them. Always have a spare set of optics if you're nearly blind. They take away your eyes. You are blind, and what you cannot see, you cannot fight. Also in here, I have something which I read about in a National Geographic when they unearthed the lost city of Ubar. Apparently, amongst their culture, they were quite into sacred herbs, and in that, they used a substance called Navras during meditation. I enjoy meditation. It's great to do during Qigong exercises, things of that nature. So to enhance that point, I use this Navras. It is comprised primarily of grapeseed oil and equal parts frankincense, champa, lang lang, and eucalyptus. The scent is very distinctive, and it smells, well, kind of like sacred sex. Very, very nice stuff. Makes a fabulous massage oil. And it will cover the scent of anything you would have on your breath should you be breathalyzed. It'll dominate most machines because it is all natural. They will not be able to distinguish between what is your breath and what is something else because there's no synthetic vapor in it. Moving into the main compartment of the bag, we have the field message pad. The field message pad is made by Canadian Peacekeeper as well as Drop Zone and a few others. You can find this on the internet. Do a search for field message pad. These pads can be purchased. They're independent. They go inside. This is purely a notepad. That is the whole function of it. Your pens, pencils, whatnot remain on the outside. I would recommend a glue stick, a highlighter, black, red, green, and blue pen. The inside you keep photographs. You have a Velcro patch here which comes for this ID tag. You can throw pictures of loved ones, puppies, mammalian quadrupeds, whatever you want. You can put it all in there. On the inside, I always keep a stainless steel business card case. It's very, very convincing. Make up business cards with a false occupation on them. It's interesting when they search you and find business cards that you never gave them that is for your own private use. When you use the FMP, every time you take a page, you fold it adjacently. If I were to use this page, I would fold it thusly, over, across, and down. Line it up as best you can, and up, or in the other way, on the next page, you would go in the opposite direction. The reason for this is, if you need an idea or you see something, you have to write it down. You would very rapidly grab your FMP, take out your pen, open up your FMP, throw open the waterproofing sides, put your finger to the middle, down, up, and in. You are on a fresh page. Begin writing. Okay? We have creativity like no other generation known. Yet we choose to enslave it and deny ourselves the true essence of our being, which is to create art. It's disgusting. And the field message pad is the best way, very, very primal, very, very quick and easy, that gets you to get your ideas down on paper. Highly recommend them. The evolution of the notebook. In the back, we have a calendar. This is a pocket minder calendar. It doesn't matter who makes it. Any pocket calendar gives you a monthly layout, so you see what time, seasons, holy days, whatnot, if you're doing any serious planning. This sits in the main compartment. Also in the main compartment, there's a lot of space here. This is a drawstring, comes out. You can put whatever else you like in there. One of the things I recommend you carry is extra Canadian Forces boot bands. The elastics with little hooks on them. 1,000,000,001 uses. I love the Canadian Forces boot band. On to the side, we have the most important thing to carry with you at all times. This is a global positioning system. This particular one is made by Garmin. I recommend everyone carry with them at all times, otherwise you will lose your case and bearing. If you don't believe that that is possible, wait for the next time it snows. Everything changes, especially if there's a color shift. If there's a major cataclysmic event, smoke, cloud cover, whatever, you couldn't get around if you couldn't see very clearly, so your visibility might be limited by some natural event or fog or gunfire or whatever. If a major landscape changes, you wouldn't recognize. I mean, we had 2 buildings fall down in New York and no one said they recognized the place anymore. It's very, very dangerous. You can lose your bearings very easily, so I highly recommend a GPS, which also eliminates you off of the grid of the normal tracking system. It's hard to describe where someone is if they're not on an address. If you're not on an address, you are off the map. If you think about that, it makes sense. If you're not on an address, you are off the map and hard for them to locate. So I recommend everyone go to a global positioning system. As well, this bag has grenade pin in the top just for easy access. You can pull it out in time of crisis. Now, what I would recommend also is if you don't want to use a cell phone and you don't want to use a GPS together, there's a unit made, which I don't possess yet, called a Rhino. Very, very high-speed piece of equipment. It crosses a gigahertz radio with a global positioning system. It does have encryption capabilities, I believe. It enables you to track each other in a party. So if you have a team of 6 wogs and you're all half a mile apart, you'll be able to see the exact location of that man. As well, you could give something like that to your spouse on low power in the morning. It'll stay with her all day and you could actually look at your walkie-talkie and make sure that your loved one is still safe and fine. This eliminates the need for anyone else, any company, to sell you information about GPS systems, and you can now privatize that. No one needs to know where your children are, but you do. That concludes my lecture concerning the Essentials bag, which all wogs should have with them at all